What's up, everybody? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Christmas is tomorrow, and I've got some fun stuff for you guys today, which is really just some Q&A. You guys put in questions a couple weeks ago. I am going to answer them now. They are all in this bag, as you can see. It's a lot of them. Look at this. Oh, there's also in this bag some Kit Kats because I get hungry when I make videos. I hope you guys have enjoyed this 12 days of MKK. I had so much fun doing this. Yeah, this is gonna be the last one. Tomorrow's Christmas. Okay. Question number 1. From Maya Tenor. If there's one show / movie you'd want to be in, which would it be? That's a really good question because I watch a lot of shows and movies. I think I want to be on a show like Friends or How I Met Your Mother, something like that where it just feels like the whole cast is actually friends and it's just fun and everyday life because, I don't know, that's like me. Next question. It's coming from Michelle Strain. If you had to pick the last song you'd ever be able to sing, what would it be and why? I think it would be His Eyes on the Sparrow. I don't know if you guys know that song, but it goes, I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. It's like this old, I don't know if it's a hymn or if it's just a church song, but I've always just felt so connected to it because I do sing because of the love and the joy I have in my heart. That's what makes me want to sing. I don't know, it would just feel fitting if that was the last song I could sing, that it would be that one. Alright, next question. Catherine. Her Twitter name is CatherineD247. Catherine, you're the bomb. Have you ever thought about making a Christmas album? Because that would be amazing. Of course I've thought about making a Christmas album. I would love to make a Christmas album. One day I will make a Christmas album. That's that. Alright, next one. Abbie Crumry. Do you plan on having kids? If so, when and how many? Oh gosh, very personal. I will have kids someday, not for a long time, and I have no idea how many I'll have. I always think like, oh, I'll have like maybe 2 or 3, but then I get stressed out because I think, well, what if when I decide to have a 3rd kid, I have like triplets, and then all of a sudden I have 5 kids, and then, whew, I don't know, stressing me out. I do not want kids for a while, but one day. All right, next one. Johanna.wtb asked, I'm curious if you're planning to come to Germany for a concert anytime soon. I do not have anything planned yet, but I really, really would love to come to Germany and play there. My music is played there a lot more than a lot of other countries, which is pretty cool. And I'm looking into a few different tours and gigs right now for the next year, for 2018, but nothing's solidified yet, but I'm praying that I can come to Germany. All right, next question. Ooh, I think I just gave myself a paper cut. Ow. I'm getting wild in here. All right, Colin Winchester asked, if you somehow lost your voice and could not sing again, what is up with these never singing again questions? If you somehow lost your voice and could not sing ever again, what would you choose to do to earn a living? Well, I'm assuming that even though I can't sing, I could still talk, because it doesn't say you could never use your voice, it just says you could never sing again. I'd probably want to speak. I mean, I think I still will do that someday, but originally I'd wanted to be either a motivational speaker or a counselor or a teacher. I would love to do all of those things. Also, maybe write a book. I don't know. Sky is the limit. Justin Kavanagh asked, when you get to heaven, what's the first question you'd ask God? Ooh. why did you create mosquitoes? That is what I would ask. Why? What is their purpose, please? I mean, I know that they're food for the bats, but come on. Ugh, anyway. A serious question? I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, I would just want to chat with, like, you know how you go on a coffee date to get to know someone? I would want to be like, hey, Gad, want to go get some coffee? And just tell me about how you've been around forever and created everything. That would be cool. Next question. Oops. We'll do that one next. Johnny Navarro at SmileyPX, P-I-E-X. What is your third favorite dinosaur? Well, let me think about that. I have to say, if the Loch Ness Monster is my first, and the T-Rex is my second, I'd have to go with the Triceratops for number third, which is fitting because tri-3. Wow. Love dinosaurs. Okay. Oh wait, I said I was going to do this one next. Hold on. Amanda Powell asked, what other instruments do you aspire to learn how to play? Much love, Molly. Aw, much love, Amanda. I really want to learn guitar. I've played violin my whole life, and I taught myself piano, and I don't know why I didn't teach myself guitar, because it seems like that would be an easier transition from violin, but I really want to learn how to play, and Brock knows how to play guitar, so I think he's gonna teach me if I don't get too sassy with him. Next one. Alyssa Young asked, when is Jump being released? Okay, some of you guys know this, some of you don't. I have a song called Jump. It's like my favorite song ever, and I've played it at my shows, and I promise you it will be released, just not yet, but maybe sometime next year. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Next question. Oh my gosh, there's so many. You guys, if I do not get to your question, I'm so sorry, but you are all amazing and you asked so many questions, and this video would be like 5 hours long if I answered them all. But I promise I'll do more Q&As in the future. Bree _ Llewellyn, I don't know. How do you maintain a relationship through the hardships that come your way and through the good? And how would you recommend us to maintain our own relationships? Thank you. Heart, heart. I think in my relationship, it really comes down to communication, trust, and grace. Communicating when you are going through something, maybe your significant other doesn't realize, or maybe you're frustrated with something, communicating that, not just holding it inside, which is tough for me, but I'm learning how to do that. And trusting them when they say something, but also being trustworthy and doing what you say you'll do. And then having grace when there is hardship, or when maybe the person that you're with is having success and you're not having success, or vice versa. Having grace for each other and loving each other no matter what. Those would be my top pieces of advice that I would recommend. It's what I do, and I think everyone should do that. Okay. Noah B 2.0 asked, if you could go back in time and hold on to your younger self's hand and head her to the future. Wow, this is like a novel. It's so beautiful. Hold your younger self's hand and head her to the future to show her to keep going and keep believing. What time would that be? I just want to also say I love you. Or I love It's You. It's been my top song for so long now. Wonderful song. I'm wondering if you mean what time would you go back to, or what time would you bring yourself to? So maybe I'll just answer both so that I don't answer the wrong one. I think my freshman year of high school was a time in my life where I was very insecure, and just I didn't really know what my purpose was, or what the future would hold, and I didn't really believe in myself. So if I could take that Molly and bring her to maybe playing my Minnesota show on the Phoebe Ryan tour. That was such a surreal moment for me, where friends I'd grown up with, friends I made later in life, family, people I didn't even know, all came together and packed out 7th Street Entry for my first show in Minnesota. And I remember singing my song Good Die Young, and everyone was singing along, and it just was the most gratifying and fulfilling moment I'd had in a long time. And yeah, that was really cool. I hope that answers your question the way that you wanted it to be answered. Okay, next question. Who's the lucky person? Oh, you're upside down. The Not So Little Marshmallow. That's a good name. Are you going on tour again soon? Speaking of tour. Specifically to Arizona. I've asked this before, but I feel like it's a very important question. Love you, beautiful. Aw, love you. I will be touring again. We're looking at tours in 2018 right now. Nothing, like I said, nothing's solidified, but that will happen. I would love to go to Arizona. My husband's entire family basically is in Arizona, so that would be really cool. And I hope to meet you when I come there. Next question. Julie Brewer 611 asked, what was the weirdest thing a fan did on tour? I don't know if anyone did anything really weird. I don't think there was. Everyone was just really sweet and awesome. I don't have a weird story, but I do have a cool story of something a fan did. And there was this guy who came, and he told me that he drove there kind of from far away. I think it was in Portland. He told me his story, which is that he had been in a motorcycle accident a couple years earlier. When he was in the accident, he damaged his brain. So after that, he was not able to feel emotion. He damaged the part of his brain that really allows you to feel emotion. And he went that way for a while, and then he heard my song. I'm assuming his daughter, I actually don't know which song it was of mine that he heard, but he told me that when he heard it, that was the first time since his accident that he felt emotion. That song helped him tap into that part of his brain, and it still gives me chills, because I think that just goes to show the power of music. That's a moment and an interaction I will never forget. All right. Abbie York. Do you have any good songwriting tips? ? Your music is so pure and comes straight from the heart. I figured you would have the best advice on this. Love you. I love you. Good songwriting tips. Well, I mean, I think what you said is a really big key. Keeping it pure and keeping it from the heart. I see so many people in the music industry who get so caught up with having a number one or making money or pleasing their people who are over them, that their music becomes affected by that, and it's not just this pure from the heart song. And I never want that to happen to my music. I always want it to be straight from the heart, honest, real, and relatable. So I think if you're doing that, you don't have much farther to go. P_Korea03. What is the story behind Prom Queen, and what inspired you to write music? By the way, I love you. By the way, I love you too. I was in London working with two really great writers. I started talking about life, and I remember saying something about how some of the most beautiful people and the most popular people I knew had some of the most tragic backstories, and how it's interesting that we envy people and we actually wish we had other people's lives solely based on what we see from their Instagram or their image that they put out to the world. How really, if you were to see everything behind the scenes, everything they're not showing. It actually would probably make you pretty grateful for your own life. So that was kind of what inspired it. E. Pierce 792. What has been your most memorable performance for you personally in the last year? Favorite of all time? Minnesota show, without a doubt. Yeah, that was so crazy. Also, on tour, San Francisco show, my husband flew up and surprised me for that show, and I legitimately saw him in the middle of singing Jump, which is the song that I wrote for the two of us, and that was like straight out of a Nicholas Sparks movie, I tell you. It was so good. Alright, next one. Whale.its.katie asked, how old were you when you wrote His Daughter? Where did you get the inspiration for that song from? Love you lots. Love you lots. I was 17 years old. It's the end of my junior year of high school when I wrote it. Where did you get the inspiration? I tell people this all the time, and it sounds weird, but I literally felt like God put a story in my heart. It was not my own story. It was not a specific person's story. After I wrote it, there was people who reached out to me and told me that it was literally their story, which is crazy. But at the time, I didn't know anyone. I just felt like that was a story that needed to be shared. Okay, a couple more. Mary Maddie, or at Madiapal17. When I meet you, will you write my tattoo out for me? Heck yeah, I will. Just bring a pen or a Sharpie because I don't always have one with me. Alright, let's do one more. Oh, there's so many more in here, you guys. Okay, be a good one. Alright, hashtag Mo at IDFAHITW anymore. What is the most exciting moment you've experienced in your entire life for now? Getting married. Yeah, that's definitely... Whew! If you haven't been married, you are in for a real treat. No, that was the most exciting moment of my life, by far. And it's still exciting, and it's an adventure every day. So, yeah, that's a good one to end on, because it makes me happy. You guys, thank you for all of these. I'm so sorry if I didn't get to your question. I'll do another one, and hopefully I'll get to it then. Thank you for asking me all of these, for watching this. If you watch the whole thing, you're a rock star. And if you like this, make sure to hit the thumbs up or subscribe to see all the new videos I'm going to be putting up. And comment down below if you have any other questions. If I see it, I'll try to respond to as many as I can. I love you guys so much. Have a very, very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. God bless.